All right, YouTube, we're down here in my basement, in my workshop, getting ready for the change of seasons. As we go into fall and into winter, around here in New England, it goes from farming season, you go through the harvest, and then you go into what's known as timber season. And a lot of people who live like I do what's called timber operating. You have a swamp that you live on, like I do, and you go out, and there's certain areas of the swamp that you want to clear, and you make that wood into firewood. There's certain areas of the swamp that you want to path through. So basically, the wintertime is when all the vegetation and stuff goes away because it's the winter. And you can start timber operating because you can move around out there a little bit better. You can see things. Specifically, I have an area that I want to clear to make into a corn patch, a cornfield. And I also have some sawmilling that I want to do out there with this. And just basic things. Processing firewood, things like that, taking down deadfall. There's a lot of deadfall out there. There's a lot of standing dead trees. And the winter is the time to do that. And this is the set of tools that I take out with me into the woods. My son and I go out and we'll work a few days a week in the woods, taking down dead trees, cutting up deadfall, that kind of stuff, and processing it for what we want to use it for. So to start off, obviously, chainsaw. This is a Craftsman S 185 with an 18-inch bar. I'm not dropping big redwoods. I'm not dropping Pacific Northwest style trees. I have never had an issue with this saw. It does everything I need it to, and I have really beat the hell out of it. It's a good saw. I'm surprised by how good it was, but I shouldn't be, because I read somewhere that Craftsman chainsaws made by Husqvarna. So I tend to believe it because it does what I need it to, and I'm happy with it. And moving on from that, this is a boy's axe that I've charred the handle of and just kind of cleaned it up. Keep it very, very sharp. I did a good sharpening the other day, just sitting there kind of bored, and took a file to it, and then took the sharpening stone to it, sandpaper, that kind of stuff, and just cleaned it up. It's a good edge, and this is the end that I'll pound these wedges with. Now, these wedges are for falling trees. This is not a big thing in New England. This is more of a Western thing. Falling trees with wedges. I find that it offers me more control, and I will usually keep 3 of them in here. You can see they get kind of chewed up. They get kind of mangled from getting hit with the saw, getting pinched in trees and stuff like that. But that's what they're for. And when they wear out, I think they're $20. I buy new ones. I also keep a scrunch in here. This will fit just about everything on the chainsaw and do all of the maintenance that you need to do on the chainsaw. Mill Bastard file. I probably have one of these in every toolkit that I own. Yes, that just opened. No, it's not a ghost. It's always done that, even in my old house. But yeah, Mill Bastard file, 12 inches. You can sharpen the flat points on the chain with this. You can sharpen the axe with this. It's incredibly useful, and I always keep it with me in the woods when I'm doing timber operations. And a specific round rat tail file, I guess you'd call it, to get in and do in between the teeth. Give it a good sharpening so that you don't have to sharpen it all at once. And over here, I just have a little case to keep the pliers that I bring with me everywhere, the John Deere pliers. They come in handy. It would help if I could put them away without looking like a doofus, but it's hard to do things one-handed. So yeah, this is my timber operation stuff, and it's just on my workbench, so the stuff that you see around it is just normal stuff for my workbench. See if I can close this. There it goes. Nope. It's going to make me look silly. Yeah, this is what I'm going to be using this winter. We're probably going to get my son this exact same chainsaw and set him up the same way, because he's expressed an interest in doing more out there, which I'm all for. So that's probably going to be his Christmas present. Another one of these saws, wedge pouch like that, and a good boy's axe. I actually got this years ago at an Ace Hardware when I still lived in Warwick. And it's really done well. I mean, I've had to sharpen. You can see it's been sharpened a few times. But it for what I use it for, it's nice. Pounding wedges, limbing trees, that kind of stuff, like the little limbs that you don't want to hit with a chainsaw. It's just a good all-around companion to the chainsaw. When I'm doing bigger trees, and it usually comes with me anyway, just in case, I keep a 4-pound single jack sledgehammer in the bucket that I bring out to the woods with the bar and chain oil and the what do you call it, the mixed gas that the saw runs on. And I just keep a few odds and ends in there. I keep a couple of cat tourniquets in there, the Israeli tourniquet that you put around, and if you cut yourself, you got a ready-made tourniquet ready to go. Yeah, so this is going to get some use in a couple of months, and I've just been getting it ready, putting it together so that I don't have to look for it. And once the leaves fall and it gets chilly, I can go out and start doing what I need to do. Anyway, I hope you found this interesting. I hope wherever you are, you're comfortable and that God is with you. Thank you.